Hey, everybody, and welcome to Ask Dear Abby, a podcast where we uncover what ails our animal friends and offer some top-notch animal advice from our delightful doe, Abby.
Well, thank you for that introduction. And of course, this all isn't possible without you, Hopper, our faithful showrunner. I figured we'd get started with some fun animal fast facts before we dive into today's episode.
Sounds good to me.
Well, Hop, did you know that houseflies hum in the key of F?
Really?
Really, so they sound like, ooh.
Got it. So if I ever want to harmonize with a fly, I should sing this note. Ooh.
Ooh, Hoppy, nicely done.
Thanks. I came up with it on the fly.
Good one. Well, our last fast fact for today is also about an insect. I learned about it on the World Wide Web because it's about...
Spiders. It's about spiders, right?
No. Sorry, I see how that was a little misleading. It's actually about fleas. Did you know that a flea can jump up to 200 times its own height? That would be the same as a human being able to jump over the Empire State Building.
That's unflee-leavable.
Sometimes I don't know where you come up with all these puns, Hop. It's like you're a pun machine.
They don't call me the punny bunny for nothing. Come to think of it, only my siblings call me that. But I'll take it. Well, Abby, those were some great animal fast facts. Now let's see what kind of fun things our animal friends are getting into this week. I saw a video on the World Wide Web, and no, it's not about spiders, that showed me even the smallest creature can make a difference.
Ooh, my interest is piqued.
A tiny group of field ants helped sweet little Maurice, a new kitten, by lifting a branch that fell onto his leg.
Oh no, what happened?
There was a really bad storm that knocked down a branch, pinning the young kittens to the ground. Luckily, these field ants came in to save the day. Maurice was really grateful.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, considering field ants can lift 5,000 times their weight. I can only imagine what a team can do.
True. I guess you could call them a defendant against the natural elements. Well, Abs, I guess that does it for the neighborhood news. Oh, and look at that. We've got a couple of callers who'd like to hear some helpful news on their daily blues.
Excellent. I love lending a helping hoof to those in need. So, who are we speaking to first?
Our first guest is a Japanese-Macaque named Micah. He loves to have snowman-building contests with his friends, but it seems he's a little upset with his snowman.
Aw, I love snow. Hello, Micah. If you've got a problem, just stop on by and I'll say hi at Ask Dear Abby. That's me.
Hi, Abby. Hi, Hopper. Oh, I'm so excited I was able to get on your show. I could really use your help.
We are so happy to speak with you. Tell us what's going on, friend.
My friends and I love to have contests to see who can make the biggest snowman. But my friends always win. Their snowman is either bigger than mine or they look better than mine. I practice a lot, but I still can't make a snowman as cool as theirs, and it makes me not want to play anymore.
Oh, Micah, I'm sorry to hear that. I know that with you being a Japanese-Macaque, you thrive in winter temperatures that fall as low as -5 degrees Fahrenheit, and you love deep snow. That's why Japanese-Macaques are also known as snow monkeys.
-5 degrees? That's too cold for my winter coat.
Well, snow monkeys like Micah have adapted incredibly to their cold surroundings. For example, they have a long, thick winter coat of fur. Not only that, they're even famous for warming themselves by bathing in hot thermal springs that are heated by nearby volcanoes.
It's true. Bath time is the best time. Well, second best. Building snowmen is the best time.
Micah, I'm so glad to hear that you've been participating in snowman building competitions. Japanese-Macaques have a remarkable similarity to humans in that way. It's a long-time human tradition to build snowmen, go sledding, and have snowball fights in the winter. Snow monkeys, especially young ones like yourself, have embraced a similar tradition in their culture. At the first sight of snow, Japanese-Macaques have been seen packing snow into balls, taking it to the top of the slope, and gleefully watching it roll away. This is a great way for young snow monkeys to have fun and also make new friends.
Yeah, I love snow. Snow's my favorite!
Now, Micah, I love how much you love snow, but you expressed that the snowman building competitions have been making you sad?
I just wish my snowman could win.
I wonder if perhaps you are experiencing a bit of jealousy, Micah. Jealousy can happen when we want something that someone else has, or we feel like we aren't as good at something as someone else is. These are emotions that we all experience at various times in our life, and it's definitely not a fun feeling to have.
Oh, you got that right. It makes me mad at my friends, even though they didn't do anything wrong. What do I do?
Well, Micah, let me ask you something. Before the contest happens and your friends pick a winner, do you like your work?
Yes. I work hard on my snowman, and building them makes me happy.
That's good. So then, it seems you only start to get upset when you see that your snowman loses.
Are you saying I should stop being a part of the competitions?
No, friend. Contests can still be really fun, but you have to remember how good you feel about your work. Just because someone else did something good doesn't mean that what you did is no longer good. Jealousy happens when you look at someone else's work and you forget how hard you worked on your snowman. I'm sure your friends make really great snowmen, and you should congratulate them when they do. But next time, try finding 5 good things about your snowman that you really like. That way, whether you win or lose the contest, you can still be happy with what you did.
Oh, hmm. Well, now that you mention it, I do really like my snowman's red scarf.
That's a perfect place to start, Micah. And hey, if it makes you feel any better, I bet you build better snowmen than me. You have opposable thumbs. I only have hooves.
Oh, well, thank you, Abby. I'm really excited for my next snowman contest. I'll do my best to be happy about my work and worry less about winning or losing. Ooh, maybe I'll try building a snow deer since you were so nice and helped me.
That'd be one snow dough for show.
I don't know what that means. Bye, guys.
Best of luck, friend.
What a chill kid. I wonder what a snow rabbit would look like. Probably like me because of the white fur and cold disposition.
Well, a snow deer Abby wouldn't be complete without its snow bunny hopper. Also, I don't know what you mean by cold disposition. You've always warmed up to me.
Well, that's only because you're the best dough I know.
Faux show?
Faux show. Well, Abs, it looks like we got another caller.
Excellent. Who are we speaking to next?
It's a rhinoceros named Rhonda. She's wishing that she could trade her horns in for a luscious head of hair.
Aw, hello, Rhonda. If you've got a problem, just stop on by and I'll say hi and ask, Dear Abby, that's me.
Oh, wow. Hi, Abby. I am literally so happy to be on your show. I love listening to all of your advice. You're so smart. My friends and I listen to you all the time. I can't believe this is really happening. This is amazing.
Oh, wow. Thank you for the kind words, Rhonda. I am loving your enthusiasm. I feel like I can conquer the world now.
I'm glad. I pride myself on being able to hype up anyone. Though, I've been down a little lately.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Rhonda. Can you tell me a little more about what's been bothering you?
Okay, well, I have a lot of really cool friends, and they all have such beautiful hair. All of their hair is flowy and shiny and fun to play with, but I'm a rhinoceros. I don't have hair like them, and it's not fair. How do I get hair like theirs?
That's an interesting predicament, Rhonda. While it's true that you may not have hair like some of your friends, rhinos can have 1 or 2 beautiful horns located on their snout. Not only are these horns impressive to look at, but they also serve the purpose of intimidation and defense. The horns are also used for digging in the earth to find yummy roots. See how amazing your horns are, Rhonda?
I mean, yeah, my horns are great and beautiful, but I don't know, Abby. I really want a beautiful head of hair.
Well, Rhonda, did you know that your horns are made up of a protein called keratin? That's the same protein that is in hair and nails. Your horn is actually made of the same protein that is in your friend's hair.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, is there a way that I can change the keratin in my horn to be like the keratin in my friend's hair?
You know, Rhonda, your situation is actually reminding me a little of our friend Micah, who we just spoke with. Micah was struggling with jealousy about his friend's snowmen. I can't help but wonder if you're struggling with jealousy of your friend's hair.
Jealous? Who? Me?
It's okay, Rhonda. We all experience jealousy at times. For example, I've personally been jealous about how amazing Hoppy's puns are.
And I've been jealous at times of Abby's amazing singing abilities.
Aw, Hoppy, there's no one I'd rather duet with than you, pal. So you see, Rhonda, it can be tough to deal with jealousy, but just because you don't have hair like your friends doesn't mean that you aren't beautiful.
But my friends have hair that can blow in the wind.
That may be true, Rhonda, but remember all of the amazing things we learned about your horns, like how your horns can protect you and help you find food and water. I bet your friends don't have hair that can do that.
You're right.
And your horns continue to grow your entire life, which makes it different from something like an elephant's tusks.
Oh, yeah. That's so true.
Rhonda, these are all very cool things that are unique to you. Since anyone can be jealous, do you think your friends might even be jealous of you and your cool horns sometimes?
I don't know. I didn't ask them. I guess I never thought about that. I bet they don't because they have great hair.
You know, I think maybe they do get jealous sometimes. A lot of animals differ from each other. We all have different features, different strengths, and different abilities. Beauty isn't just one type of thing, it's all of them. And if we spend all of our time being jealous of what others have, no one gets to truly enjoy what they have and what makes them beautiful.
So you're saying that my horns are beautiful and so is my friend's hair?
Exactly. Your horns are a distinct part of you, and it is part of what makes you the amazing rhino that you are.
Whoa! Thank you, Abby. I feel better now. Knowing that everyone is different makes me feel less alone.
Aw, I'm so glad. It was wonderful talking with you, friend.
You too. Peace!
I liked Rhonda. She had some spunk and actually gave me an idea for the commercial break.
Ooh, pray tell, what did you have in mind?
Well, since I'm a little jealous of your singing and you're a little jealous of my fundamental brain, I figured we could teach each other a thing or two during the commercial break. Sound good?
That sounds like a great idea, Hoppy. We'll be back in a flash after these messages.
This Tuesday, put together 3 big birds and 3 growing chicks, and what do you get? A gull house! New episodes this week. You'll laugh so hard you won't be able to pluck it out. And stay tuned right after for the premiere of Who's the Albatross, starring Tony Duxa. Ayo! This Thursday on the Foxy Network.
Are you looking to start off your next holiday celebration with a bang? Or do you simply want to just celebrate being alive? Stop by Tortoise and Flare for a discounted rate on all fireworks. There's never too small a reason to celebrate your life when it's booming. Tortoise and Flare are located far away from any forest or grassland. Please use responsibly.
And we're back. And I hope y'all are still listening with those rabbit ears of yours. As some of you know, and for those of you who don't, this is the part of the show where we bring in some furry, flying, fantastic animal friends of ours to answer your animal inquiries.
We've been asking all of you at home to send us your questions about a certain animal topic. Today's topic is butterflies.
I know all about butter. I put it on toast in the mornings. Yum.
Butterflies, Hopper, not butter.
Oh, those. Yeah, not so good on toast. Anyways, today's question comes to us from Margot. She asked us, how do butterflies get pretty?
Well, Margot, thank you for that great question. You know, Hoppy, I bet our friend Cassie would be the perfect animal expert to help us with this topic.
Hey, Cassie! Listeners, you might remember back in season 1 when Cassie went from being a cool caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly. She's been living her best butterfly life, She certainly loves her looks and looks pretty fly.
Cassie definitely has a colorful personality, and that's why we love her. So, without further ado, let's introduce her to our listeners.
Calling in from the butterfly exhibit right here in the Hope Habitat Zoo and Aquarium, Cassie, you're on the air.
OMG, how are my two most favorite animals on the planet? Like, you cannot believe how much I waited for this. Though, if I could make one small, very small critique right off the bat, I totes wish the show was visual because my wings are lit today.
Lit? Oh no, are they on fire again?
Remember, Abs, we talked about this. Lit is a good thing. It's what the cool kids say.
Right, got it. Might be.
Abs, you are soups adorb, and I am loving it, just like me. Just kidding. Love you.
Well, you do have beautifully colored wings, and that's why we asked you to join us today. One of our listeners wanted to know why butterflies are so pretty.
OMG, stop! I am blushing right now. First off, that question slaps. Second of all, this listener is like my new favorite human ever. Thank you for acknowledging how stunning we are. I'm a monarch butterfly, which is one of the most recognizable butterflies on the planet, NBD. Like, there are schools named after me. So, kind of popular.
Like, named after you specifically?
I mean, not me specifically, but monarchs, which I am, Avi. Do you have anything named after you?
I probably do, but I don't know.
Tisk squared. Anywho, like I was saying, monarchs are so famous. Our wings are this beautiful orange and black pattern with white dots, and it makes us super easy to identify.
Those beautiful looks also act as a defense mechanism, correct, Cassie?
Girl power! That's right, Abby. Our beautiful wings keep away any icky predators. You see, my colors warn predators that I am poisonous.
Those wings are poison.
What was that? Are you singing? How dare you sing without me, silly? It was fresh.
Okay, thanks, I guess. Did you want to see?
But yeah, like I was saying, monarchs are poisonous because of our very special diet. And before you start saying how I don't need a diet because I look drop dead gorge, I do need a diet because it protects me, honey. When was the last time you heard from someone who ate something poisonous?
I can honestly say I've never talked to someone who's eaten poison.
I think that's enough talk about animals consuming poison. Cassie, you were talking about your diet. What exactly is your diet?
Yeah, so monarchs, especially monarch larvae, eat a plant called milkweed. Milkweed itself is toxic, but not to me. Us monarchs have evolved to tolerate it so it doesn't hurt us. Not only that, but we can also store the toxins in our body, which is what makes us poisonous to predators.
With a taste of your wings, I'll feel alright. You're toxic.
Ixnay. Wow, that's fascinating, Cassie. I love that your wings are both beautiful and serve the incredible purpose of protecting yourself. Now, back to our friend Margot's question. What exactly does give you your beautiful colors, Cassie?
I thought you'd never ask. What took you so long? Just kidding, girlfriend. Well, Abby, have you ever noticed how a butterfly's wings seem to almost shimmer and change color before your very eyes?
No.
I have noticed that, Cassie.
Well, that is because my wings are iridescent. Iridescent is the quality that makes my wings change color depending on the angle you are looking at them from. Also, side note, if you rearrange the letters in angle, it spells angel like me. Iridescent.
Yeah, I remember reading about this in Monarch Get Set Go. Iridescence happens when light passes through a transparent, multi-layered surface, like your wings, and is reflected more than once. Those multiple reflections intensify the colors for the person looking upon your beauty.
Shut the front door. You're beautiful, Abby. Can I toss in one more tidbit about my beautiful colors?
Of course.
So, the way people perceive my looks actually depends on a couple of things. Some color you see is our true pigment, which means our natural coloring, and some of the color you see is structural, or the way light reflects it. Like when you see orange, yellow, or black on a butterfly, those are pigments. But when you see blue, purple, or white on a butterfly, it's a structural color.
How enlightening, Cassie. I wonder if what you said also applies to the grays and browns of moths, too. You know, because y'all look similar?
Did you just compare me to a moth?
Is that a bad thing?
Is wearing white after Labor Day a bad thing? Yeah. Moths are gross. They fly around at night, putting holes in sweaters and getting in everyone's way, and they aren't colorful or pretty at all.
Oh dear, it seems that we've touched on a sour subject here. You know, Cassie, butterflies and moths are two different insects that both have distinct features which set them apart from each other, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Hey, we just got an urgent call from a moth named Meg. She's pretty adamant about speaking with Cassie. Mind if I put it through, Abs?
Sure, Hobby.
You're on the air, Meg.
Hey, how's it going? Big fan, Abby. I was listening to your interview with Little Miss Frilly Butterfly, which, butterflies are so overrated. And I was like, hey, I'll give her a chance. But then I heard her call me Rose, and I just couldn't vibe with this anymore. Figured I'd better call in and put a stop to it.
I thought this was my interview, but it's cool, I guess.
Meg, we are so happy to have you on the show. I was just talking with Cassie about how the differences between butterflies and moths don't have to be a bad thing.
Differences? I mean, yeah, butterflies are all obsessive about their looks, so they show off their wings to everyone. But that doesn't mean that moths are dull, just because we aren't vain.
Excuse me? Did the moth just call me vain?
Let's settle down, everyone. There's no need for name calling. Whenever a conflict arises, it's always best to discuss things in a calm manner with a willingness to listen.
Sorry for calling the butterfly vain.
Thank you.
Cassie, is there anything you'd like to apologize for?
I am sorry for stating the obvious.
Cassie?
I suppose it was a little harsh to call you gross and ugly.
I don't remember you saying ugly.
Oh dear. Okay, ladies, hear me out. Meg actually brought up a really interesting point about wings. There are species of moths that are just as brilliantly colored as butterflies, but there's a difference in how moths and butterflies flash their wings.
Abby, my girl, I'm not following you here.
You see, moths, like Meg here, tend to hold their wings in a tent-like fashion, which hides their abdomen. Whereas butterflies, like you, Cassie, fold their wings upright over their backs.
We do love to flutter our wings when we fly.
Exactly. Also, butterflies are primarily diurnal, which means that they love to fly during the daytime, whereas many moths are nocturnal, which means that they love to fly at night. So naturally, butterflies are going to be noticed a little bit more. But many moths are just as beautiful as butterflies. Some even look like butterflies. Meg, if I may ask, what species of moth are you?
Well, I didn't want to brag, because Cassie's done enough bragging for this whole episode, but I'm a brimstone moth.
Ooh, brimstone. Isn't there also a brimstone butterfly?
Yep. And just like brimstone butterflies, we're named after our wings, which are a vivid sulfur yellow color. I think my wings are pretty cool looking, but don't want to offend Princess Butterfly.
Aw, princess, you flatter me, Meg.
I didn't mean it. Never mind.
Look, I will admit that I did not realize that moths could be pretty. I happen to know some brimstone butterflies, and they are stunning, so I suppose you can't be that dull.
Thanks.
You are so welcome, girl.
Well, girl, if I may enlighten you on another one of your accusations, there are literally thousands of species of moths in the United States, and only 2 of those species will actually damage human clothing.
I knew that. Okay, no, I didn't know that. I guess I was, jumping to conclusions about moths. I'm
Yes?
I'm sorry, okay? I'm not good at this whole, humility thing, but it appears that there's a lot I don't know about moths, so I apologize. And I hope that you'll continue to teach me about moths.
Aw, is this the start of a new friendship?
Maybe.
Well, it was so much fun getting to reconnect with you, Cassie, and to meet with you as well, Meg. Thank you for making this show as beautiful and pretty as you both are.
Abby, I honestly couldn't have said that better myself. And that's saying a lot. You're so sweet and profesh, and we should get some coffee sometime and dish. Love you lots. TTYL.
Glad we cleared that up. Thanks for mediating, Abby, and have a chill rest of the day.
Well, that certainly was something else. I don't know if they'll be BFFs, but I think they're on the right track now. Nice work helping them find some commonalities with each other.
Thanks, Hoppy. Our topic for next week's episode of Ask Dear Abby is felines. You can go to www.askdearabby.com to submit your questions.
Well, that concludes our episode of Ask Dear Abby. But before we go, Abby would like to give you, the listeners, a few words of wisdom. Take it away, Abs.
Thanks, Hop. We sure did learn an awful lot today. In the spirit of our new friends, Micah, Rhonda, Cassie, and Meg, let me leave you all with this. Jealousy is an easy emotion for us to fall into when we want something that someone else has, like Micah with his snowman and Rhonda with her nose hair. The important thing to focus on is not what we don't have, but rather what we do have and why it's special to us. Micah loved his snowman because of its beautiful bright red scarf. Even though he didn't win the contest, he still felt good about his creation because it was special to him. Rhonda was jealous of her friends and their beautiful flowing hair when all she had were these two horns on her nose. However, when she learned that those hairy horns of hers served so many purposes, she was elated and realized that they truly were special as well. It's important to take care of and love yourself, but equally important not to rub it in other people or animals' faces. Our friend Cassie is without a doubt a beautiful butterfly, but she struggled a bit with vanity. Luckily, our new friend Meg was here to help guide her in a new way of thinking and also in sharing the spotlight. Regardless if we are feeling a little full of ourselves or not as fulfilled because of jealousy, we need to remember that what we have is special and it's worth sharing. So share it with your friends, family, and us. Thanks for joining us, and as always, if you've got a problem, just stop on by and I'll say hi at Ask Dear Abby. Bye-bye now.